I'll get straight to the really good news, and that is that Scooby Doo will be making an appearance at Pinfest 2023. Actually, it's not Scooby Doo, not the dog. Obviously, the pinball machine. That really would be impressive if the dog was attending Pinfest 2023. No, the pinball machine will be making an appearance courtesy of Pinball Heaven. And I'm absolutely delighted to be able to bring you that news, because I know there are so many of you who have made comments on the video saying that you're sort of looking forward to playing it. So I'm delighted to be bringing it. It's a really big deal. I was on the phone to Phil from Pinball Heaven this morning, and he said, look, come on, we've got to try and get this to Pinfest any way we can. I was already maxed out in terms of my van. I've got a very, very small van. It's my old plumbing van, basically. I don't do plumbing anymore, but I can only maximum I can fit 3 games in, but I can't even fit 3 Bally Williams in there because the back box is wider. So I said to Phil, we've got a bit of a problem, because I'm taking Foo Fighters, I am taking Deadpool for Deadpool Challenge, and I'm taking the Big Lebowski, which is courtesy of Pinball Heaven as well. It's amazing. It's absolutely amazing. We'll get to that in just a minute. And then Phil said, you know what, we've got to get up there. Let's, just hire a van and we'll sort it out. Which I thought was really great. I spoke to Pinfest Phil, Big Phil, and I said, look, it'd be really great to take Scooby Doo up there. He said, just do it. He said, we'll cover the van. You hire the van, we'll cover it. Which I think is great. 2 great guys there doing an awful lot for UK pinball. So I'm absolutely thrilled to be taking all those games, particularly the 2 Pinball Heaven games. It's such sort of, I know Lebowski's not a new title, but in terms of it, coming to the UK, it sort of is, because there hasn't been an official UK distributor until very, very recently, which is obviously Pinball Heaven. Scooby Doo is a rare beast indeed at the UK, because the initial container has not come over yet. So this Scooby Doo, as I believe, is the only one in the country, and it's great timing for it, because it's had a code update just today. It's had a really good code update, which has changed. I won't talk you through all the intricacies of the game. You'll get to play it yourself at Pinfest. I've got to do an update. I had recorded a video, funny enough, for Pinball Heaven channel. I've now got to re-record it, because the game is so different since the code update. You basically solve mysteries, and you've got to collect clues before you go into a mode. The mystery is the mode, and just all the music and different things, and lots of different animations in terms of collecting the clues to get into a mystery have completely changed the game. So it's great. It's really great timing that you guys are going to get a chance to play that. It's a whopper. It's a big game. It's a wide body, big old game. So we needed to hire a van to get that up to Daventry. So that's what we'll be doing. I absolutely can't wait. Look, Pinfest is the highlight, the pinnacle of my pinball years. I know it is for so many of you watching this. It's just the best social event ever. There's a chance to eat well and drink lots, and let's be fair, there's a discounted bar this year and a karaoke machine, which is another good reason to go there. I will certainly be indulging in both, but it's a great time to just mix with like-minded pinball folk in a very, very relaxed atmosphere and enjoy yourself. And I think the great thing about this year, I'm going to go through a few of the games at the moment, because I understand the list has been updated. The great thing about this year is that the whole hotel has been booked. So look, everyone's always really, really well behaved at Pinfest anyway, but I just will always be aware that there's other guests staying there who aren't sort of pin related. Now we've taken over the whole place because of what Phil's done, and there's going to be pinball machines in the lobby and the hallways, lots of sort of separate adjacent rooms and whatnot, and pinball machines in the bar area. It's going to be absolutely brilliant there, and you know what, having the place to yourself, so it's just going to be magnificent. Cannot wait at all. I'm just going to go through a few of the games. And before I do on that, just to talk about Big Lebowski, I'm really excited about it. I'm incredibly excited about it. And I've got to publicly thank Pinball Heaven for sending that down here before. I mean, it's not an easy thing to do. It was actually easier for Pinball Heaven to leave it, where it was, and then just take it straight to Pinfest. It's more of a hassle to send it down for me, so I can do a quick video and then for me to take it up to Pinfest. But I'm absolutely delighted. Cannot wait to get my hands on it. I don't think I've been this excited about a pinball machine at all, because I'm mad about the film, as I've mentioned on a few occasions. The thought of Big Lebowski and Pulp Fiction being in my collection next to each other is a bit of A bit of a dream come true. I never thought would happen. Well, I guess it still hasn't it? But it's something to really look forward to. But I'm really excited, really excited about it. It's brought back that boyish sort of Christmas excitement, if you want. So I cannot wait. I'm really massively looking forward to Pinfest. As I said, I just want to go through a few of the games. Let me just try and find it. I've got the thread open somewhere. I thought I was actually better organising this. There we go. So just to go through, I'm not going to list all of the games, but I think it's really important to know if you are on the fence or undecided as to whether you should go to Pinfest, the main room and the main hall is going to be packed full of games, absolutely packed full of games. You're going to get to test games and see games that you've never, ever seen before. I know for a fact, there are actually going to be some games on sale there. I've actually lost, I did actually have my list here, so... where is it? It's here. There you go. So my friend John, J-Mac, is actually supplying some games, supplying lots of games. He's supplying X-Men, Sopranos, Ghostbusters Premium, and Pirates of the Caribbean Sturm. All of those are going to be on sale as well. He's actually going to be selling those. But you can't buy them before Pinfest because it's important that these are donation machines so everybody can play them and enjoy them. So yeah, a little bit of exclusive there for you. There are going to be other machines for sale there. So if you're looking, to buy a machine, maybe just hold off until you get to there. You might see something you like, certainly. It's just a really good opportunity to play some games that you haven't sort of played before. I just wanted to go through a few that personally sort of were attractive to me that I was looking forward to playing. Certainly in the last year, I've really got into, sort of exploring a few of the more classic games. And I think I'll be primarily doing that. But there are some other games there. It's everything from old to new to the obscure to homebrew. I think the sort of electric chair thing is... Well, it's not an electric chair. You don't get killed. The Addams Family electric chair thing's there, which I think is going to be really, really good. And there's just so many great people who do so much for the community who have donated, very, very generous people have donated games to make this event possible. Because without the people donating the games, this doesn't ever happen. And just wonderful, wonderful thing. So, Farfella. It's Farfella, isn't it? Farfella. It's like a fella who's far away. Farfella. I'm looking forward to playing that. That's one of them as well. Spider-Man, I haven't played much Spider-Man, believe it or not. We have had at Flipperama Towers, we have had a Star Trek, the Stern Pro Star Trek. In fact, funny enough, that's going to be for sale soon. It's not for sale. This is not an advert, by the way. I'm just letting you know. That's really good. And I know it's similar to Spider-Man, but I haven't spent that much time playing Spider-Man. I know Lyman did the code, so that's going to be really interesting to play that one as well. Strikes and Spares. I'm really looking forward to playing that, actually. I haven't spent enough time with that at all. And I think I need to spend a bit more time on some of the Gottliebs as well. And I know James is bringing down a whole bank of those. Maybe, James, if you're watching this, mate, I really enjoyed your whitewater tutorial, by the way. When I watched that video, I thought it was really good. And certainly taught. I was watching it, sort of making little mental notes the next time I play it. So it would be nice to maybe get a little interview with you, mate, and you can tell us why you love Gottlieb's so much. That'd be really good, mate. I'm very much looking forward to playing the old Jurassic Park, which is David and Claire's. And I've got to say a massive thank you publicly again to David and Claire, who've been so nice. They basically offered to lend me their Centaur, and I've absolutely going to say yes to that. And it's so nice of them, so good of them to do that. I mean, this channel, it's just benefits so much. I mean, the lifeblood of this channel is people giving me access to machines, be it on location, like at Pinfest, or people lending machines, or Phil from Pinball Heaven, Matt Vince has lent me machines for my mate John, Keith. There are so many people. I had Roadshow here. Sorry, I said I had. It's still here, Craig. It's not gone. I haven't sold it or anything. Just friends lending you games is so good and so useful. And thank you so much. And I think David and Claire done so much for the UK pinball community. They really have. I know they run events over at the pinball office, and they do a fantastic job. And I'll be getting up there definitely before the end of the year to go and do some filming up there and take you around the pinball office, which I've not made it there yet. I understand it. It's a fantastic and amazing venue. Swords of Fury. I want to play that actually. That's not something I've played too much. A pinball. I'd quite like to. So this is Steve Paget's. Again, he's just supplying a load of games, which he always does, Steve. There's some really interesting. Now, I think Lord of the Rings is Scott might be bringing Lord of the Rings now. As I understand, this is. I think this one might have had a little bit of a refurb or something. I certainly know that Holly is a massive Lord of the Rings fan, which I am myself. I do love Lord of the Rings, and I was a little bit. I haven't got enough Lord of the Rings footage on this channel, so that's certainly something. I'm actually going to go and pop and visit Tony at the Medway Pinball Club soon and go and film his Lord of the Rings, which would be really good. So, but to be fair, there's such long games on Lord of the Rings, I'm not sure I'll have enough time at Pinfest to do that. Genie, which is, I think that's got an interesting back glass. I think it's Diane's. That's interesting anyway. Walking Dead's going to be there. I've got no interest in playing that. Sorry, John. By the way, I'm probably not going to get any chance to update. I'll try before Pinfest. I will try and do one more top 50 if I can, but I can't promise at all. Be really interesting actually to play Houdini. I've never played Houdini, and I've never played Tales from the Crypt. Maybe I've played. I played Houdini once. I've definitely played Oktoberfest. Definitely played. What's the other one? Hot Wheels. So it'd be interesting to play that. They definitely. I'll tell you what's interesting. Is TBA, to be announced. Mission 65. That's Tony. What are you bringing, Tony? You've been all mysterious. What are you bringing, mate? We need to know this. There's London Pinball, obviously. The Vince's lovely family. They're going to bring lots of games. Some to be announced. Some bow and arrow. I don't know bow and arrow actually. Pup, of course, is Andy. Andy's bringing loads there as well. Some of them I just don't know. I haven't played Police Force. Definitely haven't played Jokers or Spectrum. There's so many games I haven't played because I'm quite new to the hobby. There's so much to get excited about. Gorgar, which I think is just got a magnificent back glass, which is going to be funny. That's from Pudsey Pinball, which is going to be something again. I'm not going to have time to play all of these. Mike, great job there. Mike's bringing Cactus Canyon, the original, and he's bringing Alien, the highway variety. Of course, Mike runs the Medway Pinball Club alongside Tony. For those of you that don't know, there is going to be a Star Trek there, actually, as well, which is going to be really good. Just a great game. You know, GoldenEye is really good. Really good game, actually. Surprisingly so. It looks so dated, doesn't it? But I've got to say this. I'll whisper it quietly. I quite like Pierce Brosnan as James Bond. I'm just saying. I'll just put it out there. I thought he was good. I liked him. What else do we have here? Okay, so there's a P3, which is the multi-morphic. If you remember, I say you remember, you knew about multi-morphic before I did, surely, but we had Jerry from multi-morphic on the podcast, on the Chinwag podcast. Really great guy, really friendly guy. He makes the P-Rock boards, which has obviously enabled so many people. It's basically made a canvas to allow so many people to be creative with their pinball hobby. So I'm looking forward to seeing that. That's sort of like a cartridge, the P3, so you actually can take the playfield out and you just basically have a carcass of a game in terms of the cabinet and you swap out the game. So I cannot wait. It's definitely getting its own dedicated video, the P3, and that's going to be really, really interesting. So yeah, thank you. So as Jonker, who's I'm just having a look to make sure. Yes, I have. Sorry, yes, absolutely. That's the donation on that one. Just making sure. There's so many here. Tommy, I think, is it Gene? I think Gene's bringing Tommy, quite possibly. Great game. Great game. If you haven't played that before, have a go on that. Eyesight to the Blind, which obviously, if you know the musical, if you know the album, Tommy, then you're going to know what that's all about, and it covers up the flippers. Really, really good. Alan is bringing Twilight Zone. Now, I believe it might be Alan's Twilight Zone, which is in Stallball. So Alan is happy, Pin. I don't know if you know this. So I've got to actually show you this here. Sorry, right? So this is my top 50 board over here. When Alan was here, right, he wrote, I've never even had, basically, to be in my top 50 to qualify, the machine has to have lived, has to have been here for, I usually say a month or so if I've got time to learn it. That doesn't qualify, although Alan has generously offered to lend me Twilight Zone. I wasn't impressed. The first time I played Twilight Zone, I wasn't overly impressed. I thought it was all over the place. So I think Alan is very, very keen to get me. He's trying to convince me. He's sort of evangelical with it, really. He wants me to be converted. I think he wants me to love Twilight Zone. But anyway, it's Twilight Zone that's going to be used for Stallball. We are going to be live streaming on this channel. We're going to be live streaming Stallball, which we're just going to be having a right laugh, basically. I can't promise you quality of production, but we will absolutely have a laugh. And myself and Spencer will be filming that, and Phil will be Phil on the microphone shouting lots of things. You'll get the gist. If you've done it before, you know what I'm talking about. Ultraman's going to be there. I think that's, and my Pinball, that's Jim, possibly. I might have that wrong. I think it is. That's be great to see that. I really enjoyed Halloween. I think Ultraman is the same game, but obviously a different veneer to it. You know, it's a different, just a different theme, isn't it? I guess, but the shots are the same, as I understand it. The playfield layout. That's going to be really, really interesting. I mean, there's so many. Tales of the Arabian Nights. Very much looking forward to playing that. There's going to be another of Foo Fighters there as well as that one, because that one's going to be in the competition. There's going to be two Addams Families. They're already on this channel. So if you remember, Ant did a double restoration. He did one for himself and he did one for Mark. So that's really that's going to be good. So they're arriving Saturday morning. No, sorry, should probably say that as is Foo Fighters. And then you've got these machines which are dotted around everywhere, which they're actually Phil's machines. We've got Royal Rumble, Austin Powers, Rocky. It says Rocky and bullshit, but it's Rocky and Bullwinkle clearly. Demolition Man, Terminator 2, Data East, Star Wars. I've already discussed that stuff in there. Oh, sorry, I've got this wrong. The Twilight Zone for Stallball is by Chris. Chris B is donating that one, so there will be an additional Twilight Zone which you can practice on, which would be really, really good. And then we've got the regional finals, which are for the regional finals and for Ladies' Night. They're in a separate room, but you will be able to play them when they're not being used for competition. That's going to be Creature for the Black Lagoon. Do you know what? I've got to say, I think I've played Creature from the Black Lagoon 3 times. 3 times. I'm not hinting, by the way. That's David and Claire's. They've already been generous enough with the offer of Centaur, quite frankly. And then you've got a TX Sector. I do not know what that is. A Walking Dead. Good luck with that in a competition. Fathom. Wow. Fathom. Ooh. I played it once. I think it might have been a Keith. New Forest Pinball restoration. It looked gorgeous, but I hadn't found. I think I sort of just walked. I might have played it for a little bit. I wasn't interested. When I first got into this hobby, I was not interested in those older games. I just had no interest whatsoever. And now they very much do. So I would like to look at that with fresh eyes. Maybe I'll have to enter the ladies' competition, or go in disguise or something. Identify as one. Probably can't say that, can I? Anyway, so sorry. Spirit, which is from Matt Vince, and that'll be cool. And then we've got the main competition. So I would encourage everybody to enter the tournament. I really do, and all of them, not just the main competition, but the classics one as well, which Sean is going to be running. And I've got to apologise to Sean. Sean, I recorded an interview with you last year. I didn't have your microphone switched on, and I can only apologise, mate. So, and to be fair, poor Sean did not want to be interviewed anyway. I'm going to have to nab you this year, and I do apologise, my friend. I really do. He does a great job. He works really, really. In fact, they all do in that classics competition. Work really hard. it was nice to see Sean at the end on a Sunday. Honestly, he worked so hard. The classics competition had finished, and there he was. His work was done, and there he was enjoying a beer. Main competition: Game of Thrones, Godzilla, Beatles. Is that the Beatles? Oh, is that the one, the Stern one? I guess there's not another one. That's like a rare game, isn't it? I've never played it. James Bond, which has been donated by Phil Dixon, I believe. So that's cool. That's in the competition. 8-Ball Champ, which I'm struggling to picture actually in my mind. Iron Man, F-14. Terry's donating a lot here. NASCAR as well. Foo Fighters I discussed, and Colin and Elsa donating Metallica. So that's cool. A cool lineup there. The classics. Genesis, Barracora. Good game, isn't it, that one? Galaxy. That's another good game, Galaxy, actually. Which is Collywobble's Galaxy. Collywobble's Flash Gordon as well. Which I think he has recently acquired. That's probably not a secret anymore, is it, Cole? A tag team, which is Chris, that's Poibug, I think. Quicksilver. I played Quicksilver. I think I might have played Quicksilver in a competition at Pinball Republic. I liked it. I might have it wrong, but did Keith restore that as well? I might have that wrong. Maybe someone could tell me. Black Hole. I'm sorry. I only laugh because the thread that David put on Pinball Info. I'm not gonna lower myself, David. I'm not gonna. That's it. I'm gonna leave it at that. Black Hole's been donated by David and Claire. Xenon by Kev. Kev Lar, as you know, I'm on the forum there. So some really good ones there. We've got some lobby charity machines. And that is going to be Foo Fighters at a premium. It's from Pinball Heaven and Crispy, as is Bond Premium. Tron LE. Spent no time on it. Next to no time on a Tron. I haven't played it. But next time, Spencer likes Tron, actually. I know lots of people like Tron. Good game. Godzilla Premium, Chris Brim is going to be there as well. So, there's some really cracking games here. And in the lobby, the free play machines are going to be Magic Girl by My Pinballs, which I know is that's a lot of people are looking forward to that, certainly. The Big Lebowski, which we discussed at the Come Full Circle to start the video, and of course Scooby Doo. I mean, if that doesn't whet your appetite for a bit of pinball, I don't know what will. And I understand I'm preaching to the converted here. I'm absolutely doing that because I know the majority of you watching this already booked to go. If you've not, I'll pop the link under this video. It's just excited about it, really. So I thought I'd do a little announcement about Pinfest and about Scooby Doo. And about, obviously, Big Lebowski. This is all exciting stuff. It really is. I'm very, very excited, as I'm sure you can tell. Looking forward to seeing so many of you at the event itself, in the bar, down for breakfast, playing games in the competition. It's going to be great fun. It's going to be really, really good fun. It's just a wonderful, wonderful social event with a lovely balance of fun, socialising. Plus, you've got the serious stuff as well with the competitions, which I did. I really enjoyed that last year. A great time in the competitions. We'll bring you as much of it as we can on this channel. I'm assuming Tim's going to be streaming again. Does a great, great, great job. Please keep your eye on this channel as well, because we will post links on this channel to Tim's streams when he's streaming the competition. We're doing commentary, a nice camera set up over the games, build up with a drama so you can follow it. He streams the competition. He does an absolutely marvellous job. He turns up with boxes and boxes of cables. It's amazing. It's amazing. The job he does on this thing. So I will post a link on here so you can follow it. Go and follow it on. I think it's on Twitch. I think Tim's chosen platform to broadcast the competition is on Twitch. But I'll absolutely post a link on here. definitely go and watch it. It's really, really, really good. Thoroughly enjoyable as well. And yeah, just so mmany people there do a great job. And all the NLP guys and girls over there. It's amazing. It's just amazing. Cannot wait, and I hope to see you there.